Hey, what's up, you guys? It is me, Mia Weston. How you doing? Sorry there was no video last week. It was bank holiday weekend and I just, I was a little busy. Oh my god, this is like the first video that I'm wearing like makeup and have my hair out and straightened. Hello. I just keep looking at the viewfinder because it's so strange. I never have my hair out. I have just come back from work, hence the makeup. I'm just literally, I've gotten home and I've just eaten. I'm just in sweats. Love it. Also, this is a Wasps rugby hoodie, but I don't actually support, like, you know, sports. Like, no. But yeah, his hair is super annoying and I'm feeling really fucking hot. Right, we'll throw it back there. We'll just tuck it. We'll just tuck it away. It's so fucking annoying. Yeah, so in today's video, what am I talking about in today's video? Hold on. Oh, yes, in today's video, I want to talk about if I still see myself as trans. I feel really hot. I'm just gonna take this. Ooh, is it appropriate to be just in? You know what? I don't care. I don't fucking care, bitch. It's hot as hell. Yeah, I want to talk about being trans. Not being trans. Am I still trans? Like, you know, I've had surgery. I now have, you know, a vagina. I have breasts. Am I a woman? Do I still see myself as a trans woman? Am I just considering myself a woman? And, you know, it was quite a difficult, question to answer for me because, you know, I had someone ask me, well, no, I made a comment to a trans person who has already had surgery a couple of years ago. And I said, oh, you know, I made a joke about, well, I'm brown and you're trans, so, you know, we're fucked if we go to the, you know, to like a red state, to the south in the United States. And she was like, oh, like, you know, I see myself as a woman, not as a trans woman. And, you know, that was her opinion and that was what she thought of herself. And I really started to think about it and I was like, well, I've had surgery. Like, you know, I'm now, in my eyes, I feel like a woman. I truly feel like a woman. But that doesn't take away from the fact that I am a trans woman. And I think it comes down to the fact that I want to be representation of the, you know, of what is involved in the trans community. Like, there's no representation in modern day media, social media, etc. For Indian, British, trans women, you know, and women of color, etc. So, you know, I really want to be, I want to be there. I want to be in sort of, like, especially on this platform, a lot of trans people go to YouTube, go to Reddit, go to, you know, Instagram, like some form of social media. And having that representation and being like, you're loved, it's okay to be who you are, I think is really important. I didn't see that. And I struggled, like when I was diagnosed with gender dysphoria and, you know, I was told and went to therapy all about, like, you know, being trans and all that fun stuff. It was really hard for me. I only know about trans people in India as like kusare or like, you know, hijre or ginners, and they're like ostracized and like, you know, they're shamed, and like, you know, that's the only representation I had of myself in the trans community. I saw Gigi Gorgeous, I saw Caitlyn Jenner, I like, you know, I see these like people with white privilege. I see people who are not, they don't face the same difficulties, you know, an Indian person would or a person of color would, because, you know, we have very like strange like cultures and, you know, well, not strange, but, you know, we have strict cultures and like it's very restrictive. So when this person asked me, like, you know, sort of like put this question out there about me still being trans or seeing myself as a woman, I don't know. I would say I'm still a trans woman. I'm still a trans woman because I want there to be that representation out there in the world. To say, look, trans women come in all shapes, sizes and colours. You know, it's not just one form fits all. And I think it's really important to have that representation. And, you know, it's also a little bit of, not to get, I don't know, not cynical, how do I put this? Society, like, you know, modern day society, as a sort of a generalization and as a whole, will only perceive me and see me as a trans woman. I will always be someone who used to be a man. And, you know, to a lot of people, and a lot of people watching this, it would be, oh, no, you know, you're a woman, blah, 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 like, you know, all that support. Support is great, we love it. But at the end of the day, as a whole, we are a small collective. But as a whole, society, especially in the UK, because, you know, there's not a lot of representation of trans people in the UK at all. You know, people have a general gist of what a trans person is, but they generally have no clue. So people will always perceive you as that. And that's not to say, oh yeah, no, everyone do, like, you know, it's not necessarily a negative thing. Because there's nothing wrong with being a trans woman. There's nothing wrong being perceived as a trans woman. I have no issue with it. But a lot of people sometimes do. You just gotta love yourself, honey. If you're transitioning in the first place, you know, you're taking steps to love yourself. You're taking steps to, you know, be who you really are. So take those steps a little bit further. Don't give a fuck about what people think, you know. I posted a vlog with a full fucking beard. I'm constantly on Snapchat with a full beard. Like, you know, I will have, like, you can see my beard through my makeup. Do I fucking care? No. At the end of the day, it's not about how other people perceive me, it's how I perceive myself. When I look in the mirror, do I see a damn sexy woman? Yes, I do. Do I see a damn sexy trans woman? Yes, I do. You know, we're all multifaceted. We can be many different things. Be anything you want to be, honey. I just think you should really own who you are and love yourself, because, you know, ain't nobody gonna make you love yourself. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's a lot of work. You have to look in the mirror. You have to have these positive affirmations and be like, you are strong. You are beautiful. You know, live your life. And even when it comes down to not just gender identity, sexual orientation as well. When I was perceiving myself to be a homosexual male, I was a flamboyant, feminine, long-haired, you know, before I chopped off all my hair, feminine male. And, like, you know, there was no representation for me either in, like, you know, in media, etc., especially when growing up. So we gotta have some more representation, guys. I mean, come on. Y'all gotta start living your authentic selves, live your truth, love yourself. And I think what scares people is, I'm doing a lot of hand motions today. I'm living for it. I think people are scared of not only societal views of them, but also family views, etc., especially within people of color. You know, our cultures dictate that we live certain lives. You know, I'm Indian, so I should have been a doctor or done business or, like, studied law at university. Both my brothers, one of them studied law and one of them studied like international business. So I'm like, I just work in advertising. Like, you know, I didn't go to university, I didn't finish school, I'm trans. Like, you know, I went totally against the norm when it comes to, like, what my family or what my culture would have dictated me to do. And sometimes you gotta do that. And sometimes you gotta just live your truth, honey. I go on so many different tangents, I forget, like, my train of thought constantly. But, yeah. I'm still a trans woman. I have a vagina and I have breasts, but I'm still a trans woman. That doesn't take away from the fact that I'm also just a woman. Doesn't matter if you're cis, nothing. Who cares? You know? I'm a proud, trans, Indian, bisexual woman. And you know what? That's beautiful. It's beautiful. Live your truth. Live your truth, honey. Yes. Yes. Okay, I've rambled enough. Honestly, I'm such a fucking mess. Right, I have many things to do. I've got to, you know, do the dishes and take off this space. So yeah, I'll see y'all soon. Bye!